Hi, this is Phil over at skipdog.info, and today we're going to talk about how to build a simple flag target. There are two types of targets. I'll show you what they are at the end. Today we're doing the flag target. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take two 18-inch pieces of PVC, and we're going to take 4 elbows. And you glue one elbow on one end, clean it with PVC cleaner beforehand, set it down on a nice flat surface because you're going to want this piece and this piece to be the same level angle. So when you get that one glued, treat your other one, glue it in, stick it in as tight as you can, and make sure that they're both at the same angle. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. And we have our outer edges. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to build it from the middle piece first. It's much easier to connect everything this way. I'm going to take two 8-inch pieces of PVC, and I'm going to take one T, and I'm going to put it on the middle of the T and glue that in. I'm going to take another T and do the exact same thing on the other end. Now, the trick on this one is you are going to want to make sure that this flag, this piece here, which is going to be holding up the target up higher, is as straight as possible. So when you get it, make sure that you set it up here, push it in there nice and tight, and make sure that it's pretty straight up. And then again, do the same thing on the other side. And you're going to want both of these to be as flat as possible. Glue it, push it in, and you have your middle bar. The reason why you do the middle bar first is it's much harder to try to fit this middle piece in when you're the rest of it's built. So I have these 4 little 9-inch pieces of PVC left. I am going to glue them into each side, just like this, and build it up here, and here, and this is why you wanted to make sure that you had your middle piece in, because now there's a little bit of flexibility here to pull it apart. It would be much harder to do that in the middle. And glue it in. What we have then is a nice happy little base. We have this stick here is going to be what determines how high your flag is. We'll get to that in a moment here. I think what we'll do now is we'll show you how to build the actual target. Now the target itself is, I try to find the smallest PVC that you can. And this is 1/2-inch conduit PVC. It's very light, and the reason you want it to be small is you want that lightness with a little bit of durability, but flexibility is also nice. Alright, let's move that aside for a second. We are going to be taking and gluing one elbow on. And of course we're doing the exact same thing as we did with the base, is we're going to glue the second elbow on and make sure that they're both pointing exactly in the same direction. Then you put another piece on. Now by the way, the lengths for your targets, you can, however big a target you want to make is realistically what lengths you want to make your sides. I tend to like about a 24-inch target on each side, so that gives you a nice ability to have it in, to get a good easy target to hit through, but it also isn't going to have a lot of weight on that far end that's going to make your target sag a little bit. So glue our next piece in, and again making sure that it's nice and happy and straight. Glue this one in the same way. By the way, if you notice I'm not gluing, the reason I'm not gluing is we'll probably do more than one take of this, and I'd have to, use about 1,000,000 pieces of PVC because we're recording a few times. So just pretend I'm gluing. Fantasy time. Alright. We also have this little nice piece here. If you look at it, it's an adapter to go from this size of PVC to this size of PVC to this size of PVC. So glue this little doohickey in on that side like you normally do, and then you glue in your end target right there. Now you'll notice we have, well, hang on, I will be back in a second. Alright, now this is a straight flag target. A flag target is, it's like a flag. It goes out perpendicular to the ground like this. You can have a lot of fun with different shots and it'll create a whole different game for you if you can change from a flag target like this to a drop target. Now a drop target, instead of going through straight like this when you're off the ramp, you're trying to get it to go way up in the air and hover down, or make a big curve and go down, and they're really fun to do. And surprisingly, in a lot of ways it's easier to do it that way than it is to do as a flag target. Now, you can all you do to make the difference between a flag target and a drop target is, one, how high you have it. If you have a real low target like this here, trying to do a drop target means the dog can't really fit underneath it very well. However, if you get a much taller target, you're going to have to weight your bottom down on your base here. But if you go high up in the air, you know, let me just pull this out. We'll just pretend that I'm the base. If you go higher up in the air and then you just take you can either get like the 45-degree angles, or you can get like 30-degree angle PVC chunks, and you can change how far up and down your target goes, and that'll really affect how you can throw your disc and what different types of shots you can have. The whole key of this is that it just takes a few different moves, a few different pieces of equipment that all cost, you know, like $1 per piece of equipment, and you can completely change your game. That's the fun of the whole game.